Welcome back to the Curiosity Cave. This is Scott. Stokes Baseball Cards and Curiosities. I have some baseball cards that are curiosities this week. First, we'll start with some things that I already have. We're going to be looking at Wheaties. That's a local company here in the Twin Cities under the General Mills umbrella. And I always like to pick up some cool Wheaties stuff when I can. The pieces that I'm going to show you, the reason for this video were pieces that I picked up recently on my trip to Fargo. I enjoy going up and doing Fargo shows. There's some really good and unique items that I usually pick up there. Plus, I have a lot of friends up there from living there, going to school there, cheering for the mighty North Dakota State Bison, who just joined the Mountain West Conference as of today, July 1st. And that's a pretty good conference, good travel games. They got Hawaii, Colorado Springs, Vegas, Reno, Wyoming, San Jose State. So it's a good travel conference for us, maybe not so much for them coming up to Fargo in the fall, but it's still not too bad of weather in the fall. And the season's over basically by the end of November. So let's start off. First I'll show you some of my Wheaties that I already have. This is a 1951 Bob Feller unused box. A find of these came out in the early 90s. There's 6 players in the set. Ted Williams, George Mikan, Johnny Lujack, and that's my 1951. Then let's go back 10 years, and I have a nearly complete box of 1941 Wheaties. And this one also happens to have Bob Feller, and this talks about 1940, Bob Feller opened the baseball season with a no-hitter. No one else in baseball history has pitched a no-hitter on opening day. That record still stands. There's a Minnesota football coach. He won 5 national championships as the Gophers head coach, mostly with guys like Barry Switzer, Biggie Munn, guys that have went on to other coaching heroics. Here's what the rest of the box looks like. A spoon offer on the one side, and Wheaties Preferred on the other side, with the cool cards on the back. I have several of these panels too from 40 and 41. We'll get into them another time. And here's an advertising brochure for 1964 Wheaties stamp album. I'm sure you've seen those before with stamps that look like this. There's a Ron Santo. You could order the album off of here. So the items that I want to show you today are items I picked up in Fargo. We'll start off with the first one. This is a 1952 Wheaties 10-card panel. These 8 cards were on the back. These 3 on the side. No, these 3 on the side here are the side panel, and these 8. You got a autogram on top there. It says cut them out. More new cards and other Wheaties boxes. And you can see there's George Mikan, Jim Pollard, Basketball Hall of Famers, Bob Lemon, and Bob Feller. I seem to get all the Bob Fellers, but that's fine. I think he's one of the greatest pitchers ever that gets overlooked a lot. And we have Tom Fears for the football player. And down here, another Minnesota great, Patty Berg, one of the co-founders of the LPGA. And what's better than one panel? Two panels. There's another George Mikan. This is a portrait. If you look at the other one, it had the action photo. Same with Bob Feller. Bob Feller's on the side panel. This is a side panel here, these three. Jim Pollard. That's Otto Graham. Stan Musial is on here. Sam Snead, Ralph Kiner, and Johnny Lujack from Notre Dame. This one has Ted Williams on the advertising portion. So, and you can see there's some stain on the back from the bag inside, the wax, and then there's this has been taped in the past. This one's got the little mark from the glue inside the box. So I really like when I find something like this. Real good friend of mine had them, gave me a great deal, and it's one of the reasons I go to Fargo. If you go to Moorhead Antique Mall, you'll see some more of his unique items. Great guy. And I really enjoy visiting with him, and we've been wheeling and dealing with each other since the night, somewhere in the mid-90s, I believe, early 90s. So it's been fun. And there's now 2 shows in Fargo that I will go to. The Minnesota Card Show is doing one, but that's just a little bit bigger than I like to do. Plus they charge admission and more for tables and all that. So I'm going to stick with what I know. And thanks everybody for watching. And I hope everybody has a great 4th of July.